Welcome to Pilane's Kitchen, where let your taste bud be excited. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe button down below. So, it's December, and this time of the festive year, I decided to bake some rum cake. So every December, I bake rum cake, right? So, let me show you a little bit of the ingredients that I put into the rum cake. So, without further ado, start off with the red label wine. Yeah, really good. Yeah, drink it to some ice and you're good to go. All right. Then you got your overproof rum. So this one is called a JB rum. You have the Ray Nephew, but I'm using the JB rum. All right. I have some sugar here. Got some flour. Right. Got some allspice. Got some cinnamon. A baking powder. Got a little bit of molasses. Some browning, right? Browning right there. Alright. Got my vanilla. Got my almond. And I got my nutmeg. And of course, if you have egg. Then Imperial. So I just got the Imperial butter. It's 4 stick of butter. It's a vegetable butter. So I'm using this with it. And then here is the thing here. So me, I like to blend out my prune and raisin. So these been soaking, as you can see, in the fridge for the last almost a year now. This thing been soaking and ready. Yeah. So it's prune and raisin soaking the same rum right here and the red label wine. Without further ado, I'm gonna start blend up everything right now. Mix the dry ingredients and then mix the wet ingredients separately and then start. So let's jump on it. I'd like to melt it hot and then just pour it on the sugar and just blend it out, make it easier to melt the sugar, Yeah. So eggs and take out the eyes of the eggs. So about 1/3, 3 1/3. I don't really like to measure stuff, but that's what I got mixing right now. So got the butter melt. Pour that butter on there. The butter is hot, so it's gonna definitely melt out the sugar. Then I'm just gonna mix this out and then move on to the next ingredients to add in here. So now that I just blend out the sugar and the butter, got the eggs over there, but what I want to do is get the flour separated to the side. Got 1 cup to a sieve, alright? I like to sieve that through. Alright. Let me get another full cup. Another cup, alright? I think 2 cups is good enough. Alright. Let me get my 2 cup sieve through. Then I had my I have a mortar. A mortar usually beat up the this allspice, right? So the allspice beat up, and then I add that in there. Yeah, so now that I'm finished with the allspice, so I take half a teaspoon of the allspice, put in the sieve, right? Put a little bit more in there. There you go. Nutmeg, same thing for my nutmeg. Another half a teaspoon. Cinnamon, same thing. Another half a teaspoon of that. Alright. Then the baking powder. So this is all the dry mix. Now, baking powder a little bit different, so you want a good amount in there. So I'm gonna go with tablespoon. You know what? Go with 1 tablespoon, with a big tablespoon. About 2 tablespoons. Well, put a half a tablespoon in there, 2.5 tablespoons, just get that fluffiness in it, you know? Sieve that through. So my dry mix is done. I put that off to the side now. Clean up. Get rid of this out the way. Cinnamon out the way. So now, dry rub is sitting out to the side. Alright. So my wet rub, I want to start getting my wet rub together. So, without further ado, start with my prunes. Ooh man, the smell of that smells so good. It smells real good. Alright, done with that. Red Label. Get some rum. You want to mix this up. Mix up, start on the eggs. prune and the raisin, and I have the egg, the sugar, the butter, the blend up. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients in it. So I'm gonna go with 1 teaspoon, alright? 1 teaspoon of my almond, right? And I go with 1 teaspoon of vanilla. All the wet mix together, right? This one, molasses kind of thick, so I don't usually put a lot of molasses in my cake. So usually I go with a 1/2 tablespoon of molasses. Alright. And my wet mix, ready to blend up. So now, you let the prune and the raisin blend up, right? Put this down. Alright, so now that I got my prune in, I'm gonna blend this up and then we move on to the next step. So, next step, right? I got the prune, everything blend up, all the wet blend is done. And then I want to add some lime zest in it, right? And one thing, I don't know the rights for these music that's playing in the background. Alright, so about a teaspoon of lime zest. Alright. After I'm done with the lime zest, get lime juice. Alright, so since I'm done with the sieve, lime juice. This a lime at the top, boy. So I got a little lime juice in there now. Alright, now that is done, now I get a little bit of, get some browning. So I don't measure this. I just put to my satisfaction when it comes to the browning. I think that is good. Now what I'm gonna do is season the flour. For the flour, you want to take your time. You don't want to put everything in there. You want to just put little by little and you blend it out. by little and continue blending it out, alright? So now, done mixing. Oven preheating. Once the oven finished preheating to the temperature that I need there, about 25-75 degrees. Let it bake for another 55 minutes to an hour. Now I got it folded. Alright. It's time to get it. Yeah. Time to get it in the pan, let it settle. And then once it's settled, then I put it inside the oven and bake it. You know, like we said, 55 to an hour. Alright. To finishing touch. I already start from this one. Then you got the next one right here.